Today I've got the worst knife rated in the world. It is the Bear Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife. And today I'm gonna face it off against the Chinese clone, which probably will win. It will probably win from the Bear Grylls knife. The Ultimate Survival Knife. Worst rated by ChatGPT. Bear Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife. Actually a collector's edition right now because you cannot buy this anymore. I bought the second hand. And this knife was, when we made the video about the worst knife, this was actually the #1 worst knife on the internet. Well, we couldn't buy it, but I found it. Here it is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say the first looks already revealed to me that it's not as bad as that SOG jungle machete.
It's made by Gerber. Gerber is known for not so good edge retention, but very sturdy knives. But we also bought a Chinese clone of the Gerber knife. And the question is, can it actually beat the original Bear Grylls knife? That's gonna be the question. So we're gonna do a face-off. See which one survives till the last.
Sorry.
Cameraman died. Mikkie?
Sorry.
Straight away, the clone feels lighter than the original. And I gotta say, they are not exact lookalikes. There is a huge difference. I know Bear Grylls made different versions of this knife. I don't know if these are actually different versions, but the Chinese one just feels different.
This video is sponsored by Peltonen. We all know Peltonen from the famous Ranger Pucos, but it's time you also meet their youngest, the M23 Ranger Cub. This EDC neck or pocket knife is small, but don't be fooled. With its 62 HRC 80 CRV2 steel and reinforced hidden tang, this cub can be treated like a bear. The M23 Ranger Cub comes in many different colors and comes with a Kydex sheath that features a police-style strap for safe and secure carry, compatible with ulti-clip.
Secure carry.
Made in Finland, the Peltonen Ranger Cub, a knife for life. Now with an extra €10 discount with code Mikkie 65mm wiener. What? Martin thought of that. Link in the description.
The Chinese one has the factory edge and the original has a sharpened by us edge because it was second hand, so it was already used. Chinese clone.
See, 116. I think that might be sharper than how we sharpened it.
China is doing some very sharp knives lately.
China! Original one sharpened by BBK. So
Almost
see, that's
the same.
almost identical. There are knives that are way worse than this knife. Yeah, and a few years ago we've tested this knife and it wasn't as bad as people were saying. I know the expectations are higher because it's from Bear Grylls, but it just isn't as shit as people pretend it to be.
It's mostly the steel that was shit.
When I'm on a mission, I need my knife to be sharp and stay sharp. In the wild, my knife has to stay sharp longer than a Chinese clone, or I'll surely die.
Original. Oh my god!
Is it dulling while you're cutting?
Yeah, for sure. The clone. Actually, the Chinese one felt sharper when it ended. Okay, the original.
No edge whatsoever anymore? Okay, yeah. So that's real
the
bad.
limit. That was trying hard. The Chinese clone.
Oh no, that's...
Okay, but I gotta say that is part because the Chinese clone has a way sliceier geometry. Batoning. Whack! There's one thing that Gerber did really right, and that is to expect that a lot of non-survival knife people would buy this knife and make this knife almost indestructible. I'm pretty sure this is a very, very indestructible knife. It's just not a good knife. That's just the downside. This is the clone. Oh! Something happened to the handle.
No.
I lost a part of it. Whoa! I think they used a 3D printer to just make this. It's back.
Hey, you fixed it.
You know, make it, let's just step it up one more notch.
Whoa, whoa.
The clone. So this is not how you would normally or should normally baton. Oh, this wood is wet. Let's switch to the original Gerber knife. See how that does.
Let's try the same technique with the clone.
Oh my God!
Oh no, the handle's breaking.
Yeah.
No, the handle's breaking. Let's stop before this is the end of the video. Ooh.
Definitely a red tank, Mikkie.
Can we still use this with it being safe? Because we cannot even try the chopping anymore.
No, let's just now continue and make a quick fire, okay? Shall we?
Yeah? Hey. It looks like the clone isn't a bad feather sticker.
No, it really isn't. I would genuinely give this like a 7, 7.5. It's
no,
actually...
not a 7.5. I forbade you to do that.
Okay, so but it is actually really good.
So stupid.
Yeah, it is stupidly good actually. And the fire steel of the clone, let's see how that works. That is solid. That's like a solid 9 out of 10.
Can you give me, oh my God, 9 out of 10?
Look. I'm gonna take the big fire steel that we normally use. Whoa!
Can we get a direct comparison to the original one?
Original. It's actually
a little bit worse.
Way less good actually.
Oh no. Martin, it seems like you're lacking length.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. The clone was a solid fire maker. Too bad it died almost with batoning.
Martin, can I just say that this looks absolutely awful?
I'm not making a feather stick. I'm just making
I thought you were making a feather stick. Sorry. Hey, Martin, this looks really good.
Yeah, you put a convex on it. So that's really good. Whoa.
Oh my God! Oh shit! This is really big.
I'm gonna be honest. These fire steels are so incredibly similar.
Yeah.
That I would almost think that they were made in the exact same factory. The texture, it is exactly the same. Even like the texture from the mold. There's like a texture from the mold that you cannot really see on camera. But that texture is exactly the same.
How it was printed or something?
Yeah, or just the injection mold itself. It's like exactly the same. Like there's always a slight difference between clone and non-clone. This is just exactly the same.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's.
I know what the people in the comments are gonna say. Chinese knife vs Chinese knife. So would you say fire making is easier with the clone knife?
Yeah,
or
for
with
sure.
The original?
But easier with the clone knife, but both are doable, for sure. Ah! As we say in Dutch, you have to divide the lamp from the corn. Mikkie and I were just talking off camera, like in this case, which is very strange, actually the Chinese clone, this one, is the better knife as far as steel goes, as far as geometry goes. But it lacks the build quality of the original Bear Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife. And we're gonna do a destruction test. Tip of the clone is gone. The Bear Grylls tip is also gone, but it's less gone.
It's not as bad. No.
No, so but it is mainly a geometry issue. Geometry issue, dude. So even though it's a softer steel, it does have a pretty big chip in there. Like almost all of the secondary bevel is chipped. Now let's see how the original does. So I can already feel the geometry didn't bite into the pan as the other did. And that edge is very dull, but it is still holding up. It's just got microchips.
Okay, it looks better, but it's also
Yeah,
way
it's
thicker.
way thicker. So,
Hey. Chok, ik heb dat er toch niet op. Ik heb dat er toch niet op. Lul, ik heb dat er niet op.
I just batoned the Bear Grylls knife. And the knife got launched out. It was kind of an impulse thing of me actually. So even though the steel on the clone was better, there is a big heat treatment problem, and that's a lot with Chinese knives. Come, Mikkie, come, I want to show you. Look where it broke. Exactly on where the pin or whatever was to hold it in place.
Yeah.
And that is always where these cheap Chinese knives overheat and break. So even if they look like they're okay, there's danger hiding within the depths of the knife that you might not see.
I'm all camouflaged. You see that?
Yeah.
Is the Bear Grylls knife actually, after this video, the #1 worst knife ever?
Find out after our giveaway.
Whoa, we have a really nice giveaway.
We are giving away a Falconeven NL5 thanks to DBK, a Falconeven 3G limited edition thanks to DBK, a Castrol Woodsman thanks to Heine Haynes, 2 times the Spartan Blades Alalala thanks to Tools for Gents, an LT Wright Maverick Scout in A2 with Desert Ironwood thanks to Blade HQ, 2 times a Wobbly Angler thanks to Master FIBA, and 2 times a We Knife Night Blade, our actual first folding knife design, Mikkie. That's a damn big giveaway. The only thing you have to do is support us on Patreon, join the Royal Knife Club, and you support us directly. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Is it the worst knife in the world? Actually, definitely no. So they did a really smart thing with this knife in my opinion, and that is to make it indestructible. Because they knew that a lot of people who just watch the Discovery Channel and don't have anything with knives are gonna buy this knife, and you know, these people don't know anything about knife use, they're gonna abuse it, they're gonna do stuff with it, and this knife will take that. But does it do well at knife tests, cutting, edge retention? No, it completely sucks at it.
It even sucks so badly at it that a Chinese knockoff knife with a lot of these things overperforms.
Yeah.
And performs better than the original. Basically, the Chinese knockoff knife, it is also a dangerous knife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably just basic hardened steel, so it keeps an edge a little longer than this knife.
Yeah.
But it also breaks way easier. And
Yeah.
that makes it dangerous. So even before it broke, I already said, if I had to choose between one of these 2 knives, I would always go for the Bear Grylls. But it is a good sign that it is discontinued, because you have way better survival knives for a better price.
It actually reminds me a little bit of a worse version of the Gerber Strongarm, which was also indestructible but had the 420 HC steel, which is already a lot better than this, while still not being good.
If they would have released the Gerber Strongarm as being the Bear Grylls survival knife, that would have been a way better choice.
Yeah,
way better.
for sure.
It is certainly not the worst knife we've ever tested. If you want to see the worst knife we've ever tested, check out the SOG Jungle Machete. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment, and tell us also what knife you'd like us to review, and then maybe we'll do it. See you every Thursday, 1 p.m. PDT.